Greetings, guys. Welcome back as we are continuing our tour of Arthur Wheeler Spirits Company Distillery and sitting down with Kimberly Wheeler, who is the partnerships manager.
Chief Partnership Officer.
I'm sorry. It was in my head
It's
earlier when I walked through the door. Chief Partnership Officer of Arthur Spirits. Yeah, okay. So she's the Chief Partnership Officer. Mm-hmm. So as you all can see, a lot of the collaborations that she's talked about, I'm certain that she's had, some taken over or overseen is what I want to say. Mm-hmm. Because I really like the fact that you all have collaborated a lot in the community. And I just want to note that. So she's definitely doing a good job. So let her know that.
Thank you.
So to get into the actual question and answer part of everything, I hope you all have been enjoying the tour. But we're going to actually talk more about Kimberly herself and just how her, kind of a little bit about her work as well. So my first question, Kimberly, is what's it like to be a Black woman in the whiskey business?
I would say a Black woman in the whiskey business is bold. It is a space that I'm here and I don't take it lightly, that I am here in this venue. There are a lot of trailblazers out there who give great, I would say, examples of how to take up space and really know yourself and believe in your creativity and your innovation in this particular realm.
I think that's really good to have those before you,
Absolutely.
That you can kind of use and bounce, possibly bounce ideas off of. So I really like that a lot. And there are, a few other Black women within this space, but I don't think there's a lot. And I definitely think there could possibly be more. Would you agree with that?
Oh, that is part of my mission and goal. I want to support, help, cultivate. We get a lot of people walking through these doors all the time. Mm-hmm. What's it really like? It's like you would imagine, but I'm not saying that to deter you. I'm saying that to be honest with you. I'm saying to clarify for you, because we want to see other people come to the table. This industry wasn't necessarily built with us in mind. And our goal is to change that narrative and bring more of us to the table. We humbly believe in there's enough space for everyone.
I agree with that.
Humbly believe that everyone has their own flavor profile and taste, and you like what you like regardless who produces it, and we support that. And now, of course, we hope you like what we produce, but you can't control everything. Right. But what we can do is be purposeful, intentional, and committed to the community, and that's our big goal here.
And at Swagger Magazine, we're all about intention. We always say we're for the intentional Black woman who likes to keep it real. And Kimberly has been keeping it very real with us today as we've been touring the distillery and just really filling us in on everything. I appreciate it. Just the understanding the process of how the whiskey is made and just some of the things that you all may encounter. So I appreciate all of that because it's steadily educated me, and I hope to be able to further educate my audience about the process as well. So, as Chief Partnership Officer at Arthur Wheeler Spirits Company, how do you approach creating partnerships that feel authentic and impactful?
I would definitely say with a lot of creativity. We approach partnerships, me especially, not as a transaction, but as a conversation. Not everything is for everyone, and that is okay. I'll try to be very open, a lot of grace, maintain humility. We're very intentional in what we do, and those things that are for us, amazingly and thankfully, gratefully come to us. We've had a lot of small wins, in our initial and primary, opening. My first call to action was with the Washington Commanders.
Oh, yes, that was big then.
Yes, yes. We went to an event that they had in the community. It was a community partnership to grow. It was kind of like a think tank incubation situation. Mm-hmm. I spoke to a woman there, introduced myself, told her about her company. And prior to going, was funny because Arthur Wheeler and I, my husband, we call him Bo though. We had discussed and said, "Hey, I saw this NFL brand has a partnership with this other company." I said, "I wonder, could we do something like that?" We're small. We're just opening up. And it's like, oh, dreaming.
And it worked out.
You have dreams, and if you can execute and you have opportunity, which is something that we want to create for others, you never know. So I dream big and I focus and shoot your shot. Don't miss your opportunity.
And right now there's this meme going around that says, in this economy, you might as well just follow your dreams. So you might as well just follow your dreams, guys.
Yes.
Like Kimberly just gave the perfect example of following her dreams. I just love that for you all. Within the first time, like, because people can be at this for years and not land those type of partnerships. And I also want to add, I don't know if you all saw those bottles when we were first touring the lower part of the building, but they are so beautiful. Like, I didn't even think about, when I saw the partnership, I didn't think about the colors originally. But then when we were looking at them, then I was like, oh, the bottle. Okay. So it is really cute.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's always something that gets people, and they see it and they're like, well, it's super attractive. I like how you guys did this. And that was very intentional. I told my husband, if you're going to be in one area, I mean, he loves the artistic, whether it be taste or art itself. So, he was super intentional in the design and bringing that bottle to life with the company that we worked with. So I was really happy for him, because as much effort as he put into it, he's definitely getting that back, because people are always complimentary of the bottle. They're like, well, this looks really good.
Yeah.
Like, well, we believe it should live up to its looks. Taste it.
Yeah. Well, I definitely think, it is really beautiful, and they did a good job with it. But all the bottles are really beautiful though. I've really enjoyed just browsing through them. Even the rum one, I like that one a lot. All of them make me want to try them. And I'm not just like a heavy drinker, but everything I was reading, I was like, man, I would love to know what that tastes like. Vanilla notes, and I think I saw buttery cinnamon toast. I was like, okay, this all sounds so good.
We think that should be a part of every spirit. You should know what you're tasting. Someone should walk through you. Someone should identify. We're super excited. We have an activation coming up, the VIP Arthur Wheeler Spirits Lounge at ProCon, August 23rd. We hope to see you guys there. Yes. And I'm hoping, I was talking to the owner and I said, I'm hoping, the attractiveness of this bottle and all of our bottles, especially bringing women to whiskey. I was like, I'm hoping this can be the bridge, because I'm like, this beautiful bottle, of course it tastes good.
Yeah.
And then to educate people. And I think that makes a difference when you educate people on it before you just say, oh, taste it.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite things to do in the field.
I really think it does. I think with anything, if you kind of educate the person first, it's easier to kind of land and seal. Yeah, because they're informed.
Yes.
So can you share a moment in your career where you knew the spirits industry was the right space for you?
Yes. So going back to opening, something new, there are nerves. So it was amazing the way that the community embraced us, and watching how the spirits and the flavors and what we brought resonated with people. I was like, this is where we should be. The feedback has just been inexplainable. Like, we're so grateful, because when you're starting out, you don't know, like your friends and your family, but this rose-colored glasses. So when strangers started, praising and like, wow, and you guys did a good job and all that, I was like, we did it. This is where we're supposed to be.
It really seems like you all have had a good run so far. And I just really love that for you, especially in this economy. Like everything, I'm happy for you.
Thank you. We received that and are very grateful. Thank you.
So Arthur Wheeler Spirits Company has seen growth through innovative activations and collaborations. What's been your favorite campaign or event so far?
I would definitely say, going back to our big event with ProCon, in the creative world, this is a huge undertaking. This is like major for us to be able to connect with that type of community, those in the Black influence realm, being able to bring something that typically I look at influencers as artists. You know, that's an art.
It is.
And so I feel like this is the perfect marriage because we look at our craft as an art and PR, same thing. So we're super excited about that. I would definitely harp on that because I think that's going to be the most intentional and inspiring area, and the socializing in the community that they bring, you know, within our culture, you know, setting the trends. So I feel like this is going to be a trendsetter for sure.
I think so too, because influencers are gonna want to be seen with their bottle.
I'm
the
hoping
beauty
so.
of it, you know, yeah.
Praying.
And thank you for saying that about PR is art, because that's how we double as a PR boutique as well. So I'm always talking about PR and just the how essential it is, but I still don't think people all the time get it. So y'all just heard her say that PR is an art. It's not just the I'm gonna pop out here and make these relationships and do so and so. No, there is an art to things.
Definitely.
So, how do you balance creativity with the operational side of partnership management in such a competitive market?
So I would definitely say it is a dance. The creativity and the operations where one is leading and the other one is making sure that it lands appropriately.
I like that.
Yes. So the dance between those two, and just making sure that we're intentional with our storytelling, making sure we're intentional and mission focused in what we do. I think the art speaks through the operations. Like, you have regulations and codes and things that you have to follow, but when you're staying true to what you're trying to produce, as long as you follow those guidelines, I feel like you can bring through the true artistry seamlessly.
That's well said, and I can understand that. Yeah, I can definitely understand that. So that makes a lot of sense. And I know that it is definitely a competitive market, but I think the fact that you are incorporating the art into it, I don't think everyone is able to do that. So you all are doing a beautiful job being able to do that.
Thank you. We put our soul in it for sure.
What advice would you give to other Black women looking to break into the premium spirits industry or executive leadership roles?
Be true to yourself, know yourself, lead with clarity, do your best to soak in and learn as much as you can in regards to your craft. Mentorship is important, community is important, networking is extremely important. You never know through your networks and your community where your next step might be guided or led or influenced or impacted. You never know. So just have a lot of clarity, be open, listen to your own intuition, of course, always, you know.
Yeah.
But that would be, I would definitely say that would be my first piece of advice I would give any woman wanting to enter this industry or a leadership role, because, you know, we want to create more spaces for us.
Right. And that's what it's all about. Being able to create more spaces, being able to send the ladder back down.
Yes.
You know.
Don't shrink yourself. Show up. Take up space. Know your craft. And I think that'll set you on the right path preliminarily, immediately.
Yeah. and knowing yourself definitely will. So and we're always like just talking about being our authentic selves. That's really important too. I feel like it's one of our pillars. So just the fact that you said it again, I feel like that's kind of reinforcing something that we're always saying to you guys. So there you go. Someone else is saying it as well. So I'm curious now. You've mentioned your husband a little as we've been talking. What is it like working with your husband? As a partnership.
It is a beautiful, graceful, patient dance that we do.
Okay.
I would definitely say working with your partner, and I've met other partners in the business together. You learn, I feel like, more patience because you have to get over stuff quickly or just shove it to the side. Because at the end of the day, you know, if you're working for yourself,
And what else can you do?
There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to turn. It's great to be in something for what you get back from it. But at the end of the day, for you to flourish and continue to grow, you have to be able to move sometimes quickly and with grace and without carrying the frustration or the tension that, can ensue, when you work with your partner. Everybody knows. No secret. Just trying to run a household alone. It's like, ah. So in the business world, yes, I would definitely say it is a lot of trust, and a whole lot of teamwork.
Okay. Well, I love to see, couples working together and building a brand. I think that is a really beautiful thing to be able to share with someone. And you don't have to go that journey alone, because entrepreneurship can be very lonesome at times. So I really like that for you all.
Thank you.
So my last question is, how would you describe your swagger? What makes Kimberly unique?
From as long as we've been on this entrepreneurial roller coaster, I would definitely say grace, humility, trust, maintaining, trying to stay rooted in my vision for what I want to, where I want to see the business grow and activate and prosper. I would definitely say right now that is definitely my swagger personality. Definitely the grace part, because prior to this world, the position I was in, it was very like black and white. It was either, right or wrong, or you knew or you didn't. But like this craft has a bit of a subjective nature, It's not always objective, especially when it comes to, how you want to present something, or you want something to show up, or you want something to taste. So you have to have grace and understand, you have to be cooperative, like it's not always going to be your way. So
right.
You have to be open to all of those things.
Okay. Well, this concludes our interview. Would you like to drop your plugs? I realize, so that people can know where to find you.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. We would be so grateful if you all could follow us at the Free State Distillery on Instagram. We're also on Instagram. There's one for the distillery and then one for the spirits brand, awsco.co. We would be so grateful if you could follow our brand. And my personal, if you so choose, is Kimmy Socials on Instagram as well. But definitely follow the brand. We would be so grateful. We appreciate all of our followers. We are trying to learn and grow with everyone.
But you're doing a great job. You really are.
That.
And everything just looks beautiful. Like, people wouldn't really be able to tell that you're still such a young brand.
Thank you.
I commend you all in that.
I commend you as well. This has been a wonderful discussion, and it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much, Kimberly. So guys, make certain that you share the episode. Make certain that you also, if you missed any part of it, know that we will also be publishing the audio. So it'll be available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, that you all could go back and re-listen to everything. And also check out the other parts of the interview that we did, whereas we were touring the distillery, so you all can see what it looks like and kind of learn more about the company.
And come see us. I'm sorry, can I plug us our address?
Sure, go ahead on.
Sorry to interrupt. Forgot to plug that when I gave the socials. 1001 Prince George's Boulevard, Suite 200. We're in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. We have ample parking, and it's free, and you don't have to walk far to the door.
And it sounds good. And it looks really nice, y'all. So again, check it out. You can kind of see if you want to come or not by looking at the video. So again, thank you so much, Kimberly.
Thank you.
And thank you all for tuning in. Peace and blessings. And y'all have a great evening.
Blessings.